shot and I took it, I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go, I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am unbothered, I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right, my grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot, you only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Herbert. Dancing to his left. And going deep for Hill. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. An inside give to Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So on 4th down, here's the Australian. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory, look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it's the right time to make that call.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
He's got Mason complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now Jones got his man complete over the middle. It's Mason. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On first down, Justin Herbert. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. But today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Touchdown, Saints. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Will Lutz to kick off 41.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On first down, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert now. He's got a man, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Up to the 20.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he's got some breathing room, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Herbert. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
Picked by Kenneth Murray. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing Jones. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his tight end fan. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid. You're trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
2nd down and goal. Jones. And he comes back with one complete. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Well, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Jones now throwing on 4th down.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Jones, off play action, trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there, 92 yards. And the Saints continue to pull away here in this first half. Lutz with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. They're going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run it in, going option right. Herbert has it knocked free. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Here's Jones. A final shot before break. He rifles one that's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
So maybe some signs of life. Well, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see.
welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Catch is made by Hardman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
First and goal, New Orleans.
Back to throw. Jones rolling to his right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mecole Hardman, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Will Lutz to kick off 41.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On first and 10, Herbert being chased out left. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Buying time to his left. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Herbert. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's a Packers touchdown from 21 yards away. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. Now after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Operating from the gun, Jones. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to take another shot here. And this is taken in at the 5. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 56 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing finger.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all.
He's got a man, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down. Herbert, his pass caught at the 4. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 163. That moves him past LT and into 3rd place all time. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive? And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mecole Hardman. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Herbert. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with career touchdown number 75. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mason. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now this throw caught left side. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Jones sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Back to throw here, Herbert. Flushed out right. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones on the slant. It's Fant. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 63 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nuwanger now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
A loss of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Throwing Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Saints, the win moves them up to 5-2 now.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I make him pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible.